One of the mostly asked digital question is what is the difference between latch and flip? Okay. So first one, let's see, both are used as a storage device. Both are sequential circuit and both are used as a storage device. Then what is the difference between them? Latch is a level triggered device and flip-flop is a age triggered device. So what do you mean by level triggered and what do you mean by age triggered? Now let this one is my clock and this one is my input. Okay, so this is clock, this one is input. Now I'm just taking a D latch. So it is a level triggered. That means whenever is my clock in active level, at that time my output will change with respect to input. So here clock is active level. Active level means it can be high level, it can be low level. At that time output will change with respect to input or depending on input. Okay. But in flip-flop, what happens? Clock is in active age. At that time only output will change. It can be positive, it can be negative. So here, so this one is my positive level from here. So from here to here. So whatever is my input, my output will change with respect to that only. This is for my latch. So here my output will be constant. Why it is constant? Because this is my NAND gate. So here my output will not change. So it will remain constant. Next up to here. Here also it is 1. Then it will again go to 0 like this. Okay. So here for some time it is 0. So it will remain 0 only. So that means whenever there is a positive edge, so here I am taking that my active level is the positive level. So whenever there is positive level, at that time my output is changing with respect to input. Whatever the input, I am getting that output. But same thing, let's take an example of D flip-flop. So here there is one positive level and here there is another positive level. So in this positive level, my output is input is 0, so output will not change. It will remain 0 up to next positive level. So in this positive level also, my input equal to 0, so my output will remain 0 only. So let's just for here, just take input equal to 1 only. Okay, so here instead of this, let's take 1. So if it is 1, here only my output will become 1 and 1 it will remain 1 only. So here my input is changing to 0, but it is not going to affect my flip-flop output because flip-flop output will only change whenever there is a positive edge. So here positive edge, here positive edge. So at the edge only my output will change. So you can see both the outputs, they are not same. In the latch, output will change whenever there is active edge of clock, but in flip-flop, output will change whenever there is, sorry, here whenever there is active level of clock, and in flip-flop, output will change whenever there is active edge of clock. So if someone is asking you which one is better, flip-flop or latch, it depends on their requirement. You can say that flip-flop is better or latch is better. They have their own advantage or disadvantage. Depending on our requirement, we can use latch or we can use flip-flop. So if you look into this diagram, what is a main disadvantage of latch? It is not immune to noise. Let you are passing an input, let here you are passing this input only. Okay, now here some noise is added like this. Then that immediately will affect my latch output, because latch, it is sensitive to level. So within that level, if any noise is added, there is high chance that noise will be added. So at that time my output will also change. So I will get some wrong output. But in flip-flop, here noise is added, but still at the output noise is not seen. Here if noise is added, at the latch output you can see the noise, but in the flip-flop output there will be no noise. Why? Because flip-flop output will change here only at the edge. So after the edge, if noise is added, it is not going to affect my output, and there is very low chance that noise will be added here. We will take care so that no noise will be added at the edge of the clock. But it is difficult to take care whenever there is a high level of clock. At that time noise would not be added, because here there is so much time that my input is changing. So within that period of time, noise can be added due to several reasons, but here there is less chance. So your flip-flop, it is more immune to noise, but your latch, it is less immune to noise, or it can be morely affected by the noise. So if I am taking noise into account, then obviously I will go for flip-flop. Okay. So latch, it is less. Remember, both latch and flip-flop use the clock. Sometimes in latch we tell the clock as an enable signal, but that is a clock only. Okay, both latch and flip-flop are sequential circuit. They can be used as a storage element, and both use clock. Okay. So next, if we consider speed wise, then latch speed is more. And power consumption is less. Flip-flop comparatively to flip-flop. Okay, here I am comparing the latch and flip-flop. Here speed is less. And is more. So why speed is more and less? Because latch, it only consists of some logic gates, and flip-flop, it consists of latch and other logic gates. Speed is less here because there can be latch, one or more latch. Okay, in another video I will explain how can we design a flip-flop for my latch. That can be flip-flop plus a edge detector, or two flip-flop with master slave combinations. Okay, so one or two latch. So if it is one latch, means latch plus one edge detector. Two latch means here it is latch in master and slave combination. Master and slave. Okay. So obviously speed will be less because number of circuit is increasing. So obviously speed will be less and power consumption will be more. Okay. So if we consider other things, then latch it is simple to design and flip-flop it is difficult to design. Okay, here it is simple circuit, or I can write simple design. It is complex. Whenever we are doing any design on FPGA board, or I am writing any code in Verilog, we avoid using latch. Why? Because there is something known as your setup and hold violation. So these things, if happens, then in flip-flop it is easy to solve than in latch. In latch it will be difficult. So in FPGA board, or whenever we are writing any Verilog code, we avoid latch. We just, if there is any unwanted latch, we want to delete those things. We want only flip-flop. Okay. Here in the flip-flop, this setup and hold violation, this kind of things, and other starting timing analysis, these things are easier to like done in flip-flop, because my data changes only at the edge. But here data changes with respect to level. That means there is a big window within which your data can be changed. And another thing, in latch, you have race round condition. In flip-flop, no race round condition. Okay, if you go to flip-flop, like two kinds of race round condition, if you consider a SR latch or SR flip-flop, so both things. Okay, here if you are like taking S is equal to 1 or R is equal to 1, then what happens? Your output Q equal to Q bar, that is not accepted. Like in our flip-flop and latch design, we always need that Q should be invert of Q bar. But if you are taking S equal to 1 and R equal to 1, then Q equal to Q bar. That we say a race round condition, and we don't use this condition. So that happens in latch and flip-flop both. So whether it is SR latch or whether it is SR flip-flop, we avoid these combinations. So whenever someone is asking you like what is the race round condition in latch, don't say these things, because this happens in SR latch as well as SR flip-flop. Okay. So what is the race round condition? That happens in JK latch. JK latch when J equal to 1, K equal to 1, or in T latch when T equal to 1. So in the both conditions, what happens? Your output toggles. Okay. So now let's see here, what is this race round condition? Race condition means like we don't know what will be the output, or we can predict the output. Now let this one is my clock. Okay, so let clock this time period is 20 nanosecond. This on time it is 20 nanosecond. And the combinational delay of my JK latch or T latch, that is equal to 3 nanosecond. So initially my output equal to 0, so output is equal to 0. As soon as my clock is equal to 1, so when J is equal to 1, K is equal to 1, output will toggle. So output will toggle, then it will take, sorry, here it will not toggle. It will take 3 nanosecond of time, then it will toggle. So after 3 nanosecond, again my clock equal to 1. So after 3 nanosecond, again my clock is equal to 1. So again my output will toggle. After 3, again clock is equal to 1. So my output will continuously toggle like this. We don't know how much time it is going to toggle. As long as it will see a active edge of clock, up to that my output will toggle. As long as this is active edge. So now let initially at this point my output is equal to 0. Can you predict what will be output here? Okay, not here, just come to here. Okay, now it is negative edge, so my output will be constant. So at the next positive edge, can you predict what will be my output? I can predict because I don't know what is my propagation delay of my latch, what is the clock period, how many times it is going to toggle. So it can be 0 or it can be 1. I am not sure. So whenever you are not sure about your output, it can be 0 or it can be 1. That time we tell it is a race round condition. Okay, so depending on, it can be 0, can be 1. So if I'm giving this output to the next design, then I'm not sure how this circuit is going to behave. So we should avoid it. So how can I avoid it? One way, instead of changing it in the label, I am taking a flip-flop. So flip-flop means, okay, so here it is 0. Then it will come here at the positive edge, it will become 1. Then after next positive edge, it will remain 1. Here it will become 0. Because latch output will change only at this point. At this point and at this point. So first it will become 1, then it will become 0. So I am 100% sure that, okay, if I am giving this signal to my JK latch or JK flip-flop, then output will toggle like this. Let initial value of output equal to 0. Okay. So here it is predicted. So this race round condition, it is avoided here. This is one way, one main reason we are using flip-flop, because in latch we have race round condition, but in flip-flop we don't have this race round condition. And this race round condition happens in JK latch when J equal to 1, K equal to 1, and T latch when T equal to 1, because at that time my input doubles. Another way is also there to solving this thing. Okay. What I am doing, instead of my JK propagation delay 3 nanosecond, I am making my propagation delay is equal to 15 or 12 nanosecond. Like my propagation delay of the flip-flop should be more than half of the clock on time. So by doing this, I am making sure that it will toggle only once. Okay, so how can we do this? This is 20 nanosecond. Here I am making it 13 nanosecond. So it will be like after 13 nanosecond, it will be 1. Then again, it will wait for 13 nanosecond. Okay, so 13 means already it is in negative level. So it will remain 1 here. Then. So here also I am making sure that this is latch. This is the output of the latch. So here what I am doing, I am making sure that this should toggle only once. So by increasing the propagation delay of the latch. So it is also not acceptable. I cannot increase the propagation delay of latch like this. My circuit will become slower. The next option, okay, I can decrease this time period like this. If the clock time period is less, let it is 2 nanosecond. Or let it is 4 nanosecond. So if at this point my JK latch propagation delay equal to 3 nanosecond, then also it will not give me any race round condition. So in the higher frequency, we can use latch, because in higher frequency, our clock period will decrease, because frequency is higher means clock period will decrease. So within the same thing, okay, same propagation delay, I can achieve it. So in the higher frequency application, we can use latch, but in lower frequency application, we prefer flip-flop because of this race round condition. Okay. Okay. So this is all about your latch and flip-flop. And remember this part, it is important. What is race round condition? Because this is the main reason why we are moving from latch to flip-flop. Okay. Thank you. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, so in the next video, I'll be explaining different methods to design a flip-flop from latch, like this method or this method. This both method I'll be explaining.